Okay, let's go into the last story here.
Most modeling is kind of acting like a beast, but making it fashion. Beast. But then make it fashion.
It's Beast Fashion, folks. Beast Fashion is here. And so get ready to walk the catwalk with Futurism.com. Headline: Scientists growing skin that can be slipped on like a glove.
Ew.
It's horrifying. Scientists are working on growing a glove made out of synthetic human skin in a lab, something that could revolutionize the field of skin grafts or gloves. In early tests, researchers at the Columbia University Medical Center implanted lab-grown skin onto irregularly shaped mice limbs, and with astonishing results, according to a recent interview with Wired. Known as skin constructs. Ugh. Skin constructs. These synthetic sheets of human cells are implanted on wounds that are too big for traditional skin graft. In the 40-odd years this procedure has existed, there hasn't been much in the way of progress for producing patches of fake skin that can be grafted onto parts of the body that aren't, well, flat. In many cases, irregularly shaped wounds or wounds on parts of the body that aren't flat, like faces or fingers, require more patches of skin construct and often result in longer, more complex surgeries. Now, a team of biomedical engineers at Columbia have created what they're calling edgeless or seamless patches to fit the body part they're made for. And according to Alberto Papallardo, a Columbia postdoctoral dermatologist who worked on the study, which was recently published in the journal Science Advances, early tests involving mice have been a resounding success. Quote, "It was a perfect fit," Papallardo said of the tiny pant leg-esque tissue that was slipped onto a mouse's hind limb.
Skin pants.
Skin
the poor
pants.
mouse got skin pants.
They grew some skin pants, which later integrated well into the animal's own skin. The secret to the study's success lies, it seems, in one of its lead researchers' laser focus on geometry.
Ooh. Sacred geometry?
Geometry and fashion coming together. Hassan Erbil Abachi, a bioengineering expert who serves as Papallardo's advisor at Columbia, told Wired that in order to create skin constructs that are close to the real thing, one must recreate the geometry of appendage or body part that's wounded. A potentially huge upgrade over current skin constructs. After doing a number of experiments in 3D printing small synthetic tissues, the Columbia team made a breakthrough when they grew skin in a cylindrical shape. There was a balloon that was cylindrical. Quote, "We thought if we can make a cylinder, we can make any shape."
I didn't know the cylinder was the event horizon for 3D printing skin.
Yeah, it's the singularity. It's the cylinder. If we can make a cylinder, we can make a balloon, Abachi told Wired. While we're still many years away from clinical trials involving human subjects, the study's researchers told Wired that they're optimistic about the future. For now, Abachi and his team are working on building enough skin to cover an adult male hand, and are using small biopsies from a human subject's cells to do so. The goal is to create a piece of real or synthetic tissue that could be slipped on like a glove.
Yeah.
It shoots pain and up my arm when I'm thinking about this. Quote, "You would have only to apply bandages around the wrist area," Abachi said, "and that would be the surgery."
Oh, good.
Skin fashion.
You know what this reminds me of? Reminds me of when we were kids and you play with Play-Doh. You like put your Play-Doh on your hand and you try to like blend it into your skin, you know?
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what this is. In this age where, the digital representation of one's body, literal video game skins.
Yeah, video game skins. That's where I was going to go with it too.
Skins for your character. Yeah. If we can just print out new skin, I mean, that's pretty much the epitome of beast fashion.
We are already conditioned in that video game culture that we can just be whatever we want.
You can be whatever you want. No more racism. No more nothing. You can make a Neapolitan person. You know, we don't need to even bother with racism anymore.
Oh man, that would be funny. Neapolitan person.
Yeah.
The color of the face will really determine what kind of hatred that they might get.
You do all three. You'd have
all three on the face.
Side,
I thought it was like body, so the top is the white, but they hey, why would we, they say something about black people like I'm black too, like pulls up the pant leg right there.
No, it's vertical. Okay. It's vertical
vertical stripes.
Okay. Vertical stripes, pink right in the middle.
I thought more diagonal would be appropriate.
No,
you can get all the colors. I'm also thinking about the Silence of the Lambs, little skin creepiness going on.
Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, isn't there a part where he puts like human skin on his face or something?
No, I don't think so.
What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of something.
I don't know, but we all know what you're thinking of.
Do we?
We all know. We all know. No, this is this is how it starts, man. It always starts with the medical uses. We've seen it over and over again. It all starts with the human skin grafts, and then down the road, I mean, especially because it's 3D printed. 3D printed, you can print one of these suckers out. I am horrified at the idea. You cannot convince me that one of these scientists laid in the lab, printed out a skin hand,
a skin cylinder. What are they? Why were they trying to do cylindrical shapes anyway?
Because if you make a cylinder, you can make any shape. Gons.
What part of your body?
A cube
is a cylinder.
Well, your whole body is a cylinder if you think about it.
True.
Yeah, a cylinder is just pants. You made little mouse pants, and they want to do the hand. The hand is really what's freaking me out.
Forearm can be cylindrical in a sense, I suppose.
I wonder. Well, you know what else is interesting? Is not using these skin prints for necessarily humans. Get a robot, make a skin suit.
Yeah, we've kind of talked about that already.
It's going to be nice that all those sort of serial killers won't have to actually kill people to wear their skin as a suit anymore. They could just print out a skin suit.
Can you imagine Jeffrey Epstein? His whole thing was transhumanism. It's sort of the big unspoken thing. I mean, people know about it now a little bit more. Most people know him more about the alleged suicide and the trafficking stuff, but he was funding a lot of like transhuman type of stuff. Nobody believes that he killed himself. If somebody like him is still alive, he would have access to stuff like this offshore, not on American soil, but like on a boat in the middle of the Atlantic or something.
Right.
Give me the procedure to make me look like a different man or something. And
yeah, you mean to run from the police?
Yeah, nobody will know.
What's the movie? There's a movie. I think it may have been
Morbius.
Morbius 2, still Morbian. No, I think I'm getting movies mixed up. But anywho, any sci-fi crime thriller where the Tom Cruise is on the run and he's got you know what I'm mixing up? I'm mixing up Mission Impossible, the later movies, where they did a whole lot of mask wearing. Did you ever watch the later Mission Impossible movies?
I don't know. I don't know. It was like
every single movie. The twist was, it was a guy wearing a mask. Oh, he was wearing a mask and looked like somebody else.
That's the whole. Gosh, what am I thinking of? The cartoon with the dog and the. Scooby-Doo.
Oh my gosh.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, basically Mission Impossible franchise just turned into Scooby-Doo.
What about, wasn't there a movie Face to Face with Travolta and Nick
Face
Cage?
Off.
Face Off. That's what it was.
Face Off. Oh my God. I just watched that last year. It's the craziest movie ever. Have you actually seen it?
Yeah, but it's been a long time.
Nicolas Cage and John Travolta face off.
They switch faces.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're talking about here. I mean, you go to the study, they do talk about printing faces. Yeah. We got a full-on industrialized face-off industry becoming like coming to fruition here. I think we're really taking a look at the future.
I think, we got deep fakes on the internet. You can't trust your media, and you can't trust the person you're looking at on the other side of the room. They might have a skin mask on. You shake someone's hand. How do you know you're not shaking a skin glove?
Skin glove. That's horrifying.
What if it slips off? Ah! Okay. Anyway. All right.
I'm trying to find a way to work this into Antarctica, and I just can't do it. I mean, you got to wear gloves because it's cold in Antarctica. So,
well, you got to genetically alter yourself to be able to withstand the cold. And maybe genetically modifying so you grow more skin.
Speaking of Nicolas Cage, when was the last time you saw Con Air?
Oh, it's been years.
Con Air. So I was having
were you having a Nicolas Cage party?
Yeah, it was towards the end of the lockdown. I was going to a friend's house every Sunday for brunch, and we would watch some Nicolas Cage, different Nicolas Cage movie. You do Face Off one week, and then Con Air the next week, and then Lord of War the week after. Yeah. It starts to mess with your brain.
I think that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the whole point. If it's messing your brain up, imagine what it's doing to unsuspecting victims who watch these things and think it's just entertainment.
Yeah, man. The early 2000s was a weird time.
Yeah.
All right.